Today's story is an incredible moment from the New Testament that teaches us about faith, fear, and focus. It's called Keep Your Eyes on Jesus. But before we dive in, let's rewind a little. Jesus had just performed an amazing miracle, feeding over 5,000 people with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. The crowd was in awe, and the disciples had just witnessed something extraordinary. After this miracle, Jesus told his disciples to get into a boat and head to the other side of the Sea of Galilee, while he went up on a mountainside alone to pray. As night fell, the disciples were far out on the water, and a strong wind began to blow. The waves grew rough, and the boat was tossed about. It was the middle of the night, and the disciples were exhausted and afraid. Then something unbelievable happened. In the darkness of the night, the disciples saw a figure walking on the water toward them. At first, they were terrified. "It's a ghost!" they cried out in fear. But immediately, Jesus spoke to them. "Take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid." And right then, Peter, bold and impulsive Peter, called out, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you on the water." And Jesus replied, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat, and to everyone's amazement, he began to walk on the water toward Jesus. As long as Peter kept his eyes on Jesus, he walked steadily. The impossible became possible. But then, Peter looked around. He saw the wind, he saw the waves, and fear began to rise in his heart. And as soon as he took his eyes off Jesus, Peter began to sink. "Lord, save me!" he cried out. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. "Oh, you of little faith," Jesus said. "Why did you doubt?" Then they both climbed into the boat, and the wind died down. The disciples worshipped Jesus, saying, "Truly, you are the Son of God." So, what can we learn from Peter walking on water? First, faith begins with focus. As long as Peter focused on Jesus, he did the impossible. But when he focused on the storm, he sank. The same is true for us. Life gets hard. Storms come. But if we keep our eyes on Jesus, he'll carry us through. Second lesson, Jesus is always near. Even when Peter doubted and began to sink, Jesus didn't hesitate. He immediately reached out his hand. When we're struggling, Jesus is right there ready to lift us up. And also, trust overcomes fear. Fear will always try to distract us from God's promises. But faith, true faith, chooses to trust even when the wind blows and the waves crash. So friends, whatever you're facing today, keep your eyes on Jesus. Like Peter, you may stumble, but Jesus is always there to catch you. Thanks for watching. If this story encouraged you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little faith boost today. Until next time, keep walking in faith and keep your eyes on Jesus. See you next time.